Okay, I've been studying for my FAA 107 remote pilot certification using remotepilot101.com. I've been through all the lessons multiple times, and I've taken the final exam a few times online, so I'll go through the final exam again. Which of the following operations would be regulated by CFR 107? Operations for imagery, public operations, flying for drum, family, friends. Power research rescue. So it's imagery, commercial. Which frequency should we use? A common traffic advisory. Common traffic 1228. 1228. Because to fly a wildlife preserve. Can you accept this job? Wildlife preserve 4740 9831. Oh, it's in here. Such restricted. Yes, if you obtain prior permission. Area 6, what does the alert indicate? Area 6, concentrated student jet training. Concentrated student jet training. What are characteristics of moist, unstable air mass? Unstable. Turbulence, showery participation. Who holds responsibility to ensure all crew members who are participating in the operation are not impaired by drugs or alcohol? Remote pilot and command. Under what conditions would a small UA not have to register? Not have to register when aircraft takeoff weight is more than, no, registered when aircraft weight is less than 0.55. A blue segmented circle on this sectional chart. It's D, Class D airspace. According to 107, what is required to operate a small aircraft within 30 minutes after official sunset? Use of anti-collision lights. A person without a Part 107 remote pilot certificate may operate a U.S. for commercial purposes under the direct supervision of a remote pick, which is true regarding the presence of alcohol in the human body. Consuming a amount of water, small amount of alcohol increases judgment and decision making, can adversely affect. According to CFR, a small UAS is an unmanned aircraft shifted weighing less than 55. What does magenta C mean next to the 122.8? And that's common traffic. An almond or lens-shaped cloud, which appears stationary, which may attain winds of 50 knots or more, is referred to lenticular. Which following type of operation are excluded from the requirements in Part 107 model aircraft? Referring V26 Area 2, that's here. What hazards to aircraft may exist in areas such as Devil's Lake MOA? Well, this is restricted here. Unusual and that's restricted. Hazards, that's it. What hazards to aircraft may exist in a restricted area? Oh, wait a second. Airspace restricted. Now this one is acrobatic result flying. This one invisible hazards. Which frequencies? Common traffic 1228. What type of fog depends on wind in order to exist? Convection and up slope fog. What are characters of stable air? poor visibility, steady participation. What is the height of the lighted tower northeast of Putnam County? What is the height of the lighted tower, Putnam? 1817, 1090, 1817, 1090, 1817. What is the floor, Savannah C? The floor, 1300. MSL. What action should pilot take when operating in our military operations area? Obtain clearance. Oh no. Use extreme caution when the activity is being conducted. In accordance with FAA 107, except when in a 400 meter structure. What maximum altitude? 400 feet. What effect does high density altitude have on the efficiency of a UA propeller? Efficiency is decreased. A VFR sectional chart, a dashed blue line is D, airspace. When adapting crew resource management concepts, CRR must be integrated to all phases of the operation. Safety, incident pointer. Remote pilot, consider operating on my aircraft system. Try to find a link in the accident chain. Risk management. What are the four hazardous attitudes? Anti-authority. A stable air mass is more likely to have what characteristics? Stable, poor surface visibility. FAA may approve replication for a waiver, only has been determined the flight can be safely conducted. Unmanned aircraft means an aircraft operating without the possibility of direct human intervention. What is the definition of ceiling? Lowest broken overcast layer. Pilot command service. You plan to use your aircraft to inspect power lines. 15-hour drive. You should recognize fatigue can be recognized as being in an impaired state. What techniques should a visual observer use to scan? Systematically focus on different segments of the sky. What is the height of light obstacle? 6 nautical miles southwest of Savannah. Here's Savannah. 1548 to 1534. 1548. What are the current conditions at Chicago Midway Airport? Chicago, 1.5 statute miles with rain. 1.5. Flag symbol at Lake Drummond represents visual checkpoint. Nope. Visual checkpoint. What character of a moist, unstable? What are characteristics of a moist, unstable? Cumulonimbus clouds. Nimbus is a rain cloud. What types of fog depend wind in order to exist? Convection and upslope. What kind of air would you expect over a barren area on a hot day? Unstable air. Eubenize remote pick by local TV news station. Breaking news. Fly first, ask questions later. It's impulse. Devil's Lake East MOA is a military operations area. How would high density altitude affect performance of small unmanned aircraft? Decrease performance. What technique should a remote pilot use to scan for traffic? Systematically focus on different segments of the sky, short intervals. Chart shows a gray line this could hazard to the operating small unmanned aircraft. That's military training around 1500 and above. We use a small unmanned aircraft in a commercial operation who is responsible. Informing participants about emergency procedures, remote pilot and command. Under what conditions would a small unmanned aircraft not have to be registered when the aircraft weighs less than 55 pounds? When the aircraft takes off. Well, modest group of I'm sure you hear it announced that they are midfield left downwind to runway 13. So that's 130. There's 130, and they're left. So they're west. No, the east. What could be a consequence for operating small unmanned aircraft above its maximum allowable height? Shorter endurance. Damaged lithium batteries can cause an in-flight fire. While operating around buildings, remote pilot command should be aware of creation of wind gust stat, increased performance, and change rapidly. What causes variation in altimeter settings between weather reporting points? Unequal heating of Earth's surface. What are characteristics of unstable air? Poor visibility, unstable air, turbulent, good surface. Garrison Airport, CTAF, Garrison 1229. The most comprehensive information given on the airport is provided by chart supplement. When operating aircraft from a pilot command should consider that the load factor on wings or rotors may be increased anytime aircraft subject to maneuvers. To get a complete weather overview, flight plan, the remote pilot command should obtain a standard briefing. And what is characteristic of stable air stratiform clouds. So let's see how we did. Out of 60 questions, Remote Pilot 101 training, you've reached 60 of 60 points, 100%. There you go. Good job, Remote Pilot.